What up, world? This is your boy Sky, broadcasting live. First thing in the day, it's actually 5 a.m. right now. It's super dark. Nobody's out on the streets. Just woke up, going home, leaving the partner's house. But yeah, anyways, the message today is just like, keep your vision and dream alive. Like, I'm saying this to myself as well. You know what I mean? Because, like, hearing her speak about, you know, getting ready to leave and, you know, hearing different aches and pains and worries about jobs from people and stuff like that. Like, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I have experienced many jobs. And, somehow I found my way to finally being able to be my own boss. It hasn't been easy, but it's actually legitimate, and works on both sides, both ways, both worlds, whatever you want to call it. It's legitimate. Website, everything. I'm in the process of building some other things too. So that's that. But just for hearing, that's how you see all the connectedness amongst us, ourselves. Because whenever I'm able to hear someone keep it real about their job, this and that, even though they might be making a lot of money, it shows, that it's so much more than just that. And personally, I remember all the jobs I was working at, it just was never even good enough for them at all. I remember I was trying to negotiate so many different raises to get paid more, this and that never happened at all. And I ended up leaving all the jobs. And a lot of them too, well, one of them, a little while ago, it was even at like a juice place, pretty much all vegan, and I ended up leaving that one pretty soon too. I wasn't even there that long because I was being mistreated, and honestly, there was some racism going on in there too. Like, I wasn't alone with that. Some people were getting paid more than us, and they were way younger, extremely younger than us, and they weren't even like, whatever. I'm not even waste my time on that. Not even that big of a deal, but to stress about, to be honest. But I would always want to leave because, I was in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in a relationship. I'm just talking about previously. I was in a relationship, and to be real, it had been the first time in a while, and I just wanted to be at home caked up with her. You know what I'm saying? With them. Instead of at that job. You know what I mean? Like, all that amazing, loving energy at home waiting for me. I much rather have that to where I can use all that energy and love, power, whatever you want to call it, to creating, manifesting something, putting something together like I'm doing. And that's what I did. And that's eventually they helped me to get some other, on the side type of work, apps, applications, whatever, service apps for me to do, and that's what I'm doing. But yeah, it's just more inspiration for us when I hear other people talk about their jobs. Maybe they don't like it or whatever. Obviously, it's like, why are you there? But everybody got a different load. People got bills and stuff. Like, no matter what, it's still equal. You know what I'm saying? That's what's dope. When you start losing your ego, you see the equality. It really gets you to lose your anger, to be honest. When you truly lose your ego, it gets you to lose your anger, and you're able to be more empathetic towards situations. And that's what I've noticed personally for me. Because for me, I've been awakening a whole lot, and since day one, I never liked being bored. I never liked just being stuck inside an office or stuck inside a classroom, stuck here, stuck there, stuck in a hospital, stuck in bondage, basically. Never liked that. Nobody naturally likes that, to be real with y'all. Nobody in their healthy, natural mind deserves or loves to be like that. Like me nowadays, 2.5 years into being a vegan, I'm a completely new man. You know what I'm saying? Completely new man. I'm finally not nearly, as paranoid. Of course, I'm working on it. I'm becoming more into pronoia, where the world is working in my favor, you know, so long as I continue to remain in a brilliant heart space, you know. And it's just like, I'm a new man, you know, like when I'm driving around and stuff, and I'm making deliveries or putting out business cards or walking dogs and stuff like that, you know, it feels completely different. Like, because I was so used to just being on that time crunch, like, oh, from 5 to 10, you got to be at work, you got to be at that job, you know, and that's all right. It's just like, it wasn't for me. It really isn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's some like miracle place that just says, hey, Scott, you're good enough just how you are. We love all the work you've done, all these different jobs. Here's the key to the store. You can be a supervisor and just come in whenever you want, whenever you want to leave, and we'll pay you guaranteed 6 figures every year just for you whenever you want to come, however long, you know. I'll be cool with that. I'll be real cool with that. But this other time restraint stuff, saying, oh, you got to be here at 9 and you got to, you know, like this time lock stuff, that ain't never been something for me. What always made sense was just all of us having something unique to offer and to bring to the table. Just like the ancient days when people traded goods and services such as gold, silver, clothing, pottery, food, you know, dancing, different stuff like that, like where you get compensated for it, traditional stuff, you know, outside of just flipping burgers at McDonald's. I mean, if that's you, cool, make the best of it. But you know, deep down, that's not what you truly want to do. First of all, because you know processed meats cause cancer, and it's ignorant to continue doing something that you hate, you know. And it's easier said than done, but it's a process, and it will happen, because it has been happening for me too. I must be in alignment, you know, protected. You know, God's looking out, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a completely new position. Do I have it all figured out? No. Am I perfect? No, you know? But I will say that I'm in a whole new position in my life that's a lot more relaxed, honestly, like literally. I'm able to just be at home and board dogs, you know what I'm saying? Or go out for a walk with dogs, or go somewhere else's house for dogs or cats, any animal. And even just these little rideshare delivery services are alright too. I just had to get out of that whole mindset of just being at those jobs, like, you know, because that's how the system, on my personal experience, what I know is that's how the system is. Like, you might go on a job website like Indeed.com and look for jobs, like I was, and first you look for your area, like wherever city you're at, and then you'll probably be looking at how much these jobs pay, you know, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 20 an hour, and you'll be wanting to go to the most expensive, the ones that pay the most, obviously, right? And guess what? At most of the places, they require like special college degrees or special this, special that. And when you apply for all these thousands of jobs and you don't get it, you're like, wow. And then guess what? You're like, oh, okay, let me apply to some of these lower paying jobs, or some of these jobs around the block. And then you might get those, but it's the same old, you know what I mean? It's the same old. And like, eventually you start to notice the pattern that, you know, you're outgrowing the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're mature enough to have your own practice, you know? And that's basically what I'm understanding myself. You know, that's why I'm keeping my visions and dreams alive entrepreneurially in a legitimate way, you know, to go to the next level with this stuff, because I don't belong in no job. I made the best out of it. I've had many jobs, double digits of jobs, and I'm young too. But like, I knew that there was much more to be done. I'll be looking out the window like, wow, I know there's got to be more to life. I'll be with coworkers, and I could tell that I was able to tell that people were faking it, you know, faking it till we made it. And I wasn't doing that at all. Like, I should end up stopping, especially whenever I went vegan. I for real stopped faking it. You know what I mean? 'Cause you're the truth when you go vegan. You're the truth. For real. You know? And I started seeing, I'll be like, in my head, I'll be like, man, how are these coworkers happy, smiling, this and that? But I knew deep down because we weren't really resonating all like that. Everybody was buzzing around, rushing here, rushing there. They're faking it, you know, making the best of it. You know what I'm saying? We got corporate people, you know, this hierarchical structure that this matrix wants to put us in. You got people breathing down our necks, telling us to do this and do that, wear this, wear that, and whatever, you know, that's part of a job, you know what I'm saying? Who are we to get mad at them? You know, we signed up for that, we chose to do that, so, and we can also choose to leave, like I have, just to figure out what works best for you. For me, continuous, just doing the same, like standing up, moving boxes over and over again all day, that's not for me. Or moving packages or groceries, I don't know. I mean, I've done it, I made the best out of it. It's just like, I'd much rather just have more freedom with making money. Like, that's why I started doing deliveries, like Instacart, Amazon, DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, stuff like that, because you're more free, you're your own boss, and yeah, that's that. I appreciate that more than just being stuck in the time structure in a job, you know, making the same money, no matter how. All the places I ever worked at, none of them ever was given no type of raises. And if I ever did get a raise, which was like one time, it was like 25 cents or 50 cents. It was almost like a joke, to be honest. I don't even know why they did that. I would much rather just find some change off the street, to be honest, than to have a 50-cent raise. Hilarious. That's like what, one banana? Thanks. You know, so I don't know what's going on with this world, but it's sometimes honestly scary, like that this world is so desensitized and so numb. But then at the same time, I'm aware that there are parts of the world that it actually is pretty dope, you know, like especially vegan friendly, plant-based friendly, natural type of environments. So I pick up that those environments are pretty good as far as, you know, getting along well and, you know, resonance. You know what I mean? Where you feel like you're someone. But to be honest, sometimes in this big city that I'm in, most of the time you be feeling like people don't even care at all. Like they don't at all. Whatever you're going through. If you're going through a hard time, you're struggling, it don't matter. For real, it don't. And I've learned the hard way. By me being ultra positive, by me being super optimistic, by me going all out, you know, year after year after year after year after year, going vegan, you know, just doing the most, you know what I'm saying, to try to please people, to try to get on people's good side, to do my best. And it's alright, it's nothing personal, it's just accepting people where they are, for who they are, where they're at. You know, that's been the biggest thing for me. And maybe it's a blessing in disguise to learn to do that, because it'll save me energy and time to not argue down the long run. That's what I feel it is, because that's why I feel like this whole vegan thing, that's why I'm an alchemist and a wizard, because this whole vegan thing, I was initiated basically. Part of my initiation, I know it's a process, but you know, my initial one was just having experience with someone who was testing me, you know, dating a meat eater who was going back and forth between vegan, meat eater, vegetarian, all this stuff, because we literally was making just the best of what we had, you know, so it wasn't that serious about the food stuff, to be honest, but it does have energetic properties, and it does really play a factor, you know, to show how I truly feel about that, you know, my dark side, how I truly feel about being lazy, eating a bunch of junk, meat, food, just staying on social media, watching TV all day, you know, show how I truly feel about that, you know. That's almost probably a reflection how I'll be with my children, the children I have. If they start, you know, doing that, obviously, you know, there'll be a different scenario. But it's just, I'm actually grateful for my learning experiences, because I learned I don't have to, you know, they say wisdom is knowledge of like one's full extent of one's own ignorance. Something like that. Like where you know how stupid you can get, how stupid you've been, you know, and what, my bad, and how, what to prevent, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing yourself go super far overboard, maybe doing some super so-called crazy stuff or whatever, and then you learn down the road. Maybe those were just tests to prepare you for down the road, to save yourself. And that's honestly how I'm perceiving it. People can say it's crazy or whatever, but I consider it just karmic tests, from the universe. And I'm just gonna make the best of it, because I done seen the vegan community page, and I saw one guy, he was screaming at the top of his lungs, arguing with the guy protesting for fur bans in New York. And I saw myself within him, to be honest, because I've been there, screaming real loud about standing for being a vegan, and it's cool and all, but it's just like, it drains you, you know what I'm saying? It's not worth it to stress yourself out trying to prove yourself, trying to explain your belief, even if it is right, even if it is as compassionate as us being vegan. Not everybody's gonna get that, you know what I'm saying? People will literally have to change when they're supposed to change on their own, within, like we did, like for me, it took me 20 years to find out this stuff, you know what I'm saying? 20 years. It never connected, it never clicked within me until 20 years. And I was inspired by a few mentors, and they weren't even telling me to go vegan. They weren't forcing it on me, they were just saying what they were doing. And I just recognized the realness in it, and I chose to do it. I'm doing it, So it's the same thing with that stuff. Like, at least I learned not to stress myself out like that. But you see some people doing that all day, every day, especially in sports. You see these football coaches, football teams, football players, basketball, all the sports. They get stressed out. They getting hit every play. They eating meats, They're stressing themselves out. They're screaming at the top of their lungs at the players, at the fans, This is just the truth, y'all. For real, it's the truth. I'm the behind the scenes kind of guy, Like, I did sports, I found out I'm more of like an all-around kind of guy. All-around kind of health and wellness guru, health and wellness coach. I can implement all the sports. I'm just being myself. That's what I came here to be. I don't need no contract. I'll make my own money. I'll steal my own shit. That's that. You still, me. I'm still a person. So, anyways, just some early day inspiration for y'all. Back here with the dog. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Just keeping it real with y'all about stuff. Stuff gets deep, you know what I'm saying? I'm just helping y'all out. I'm grateful to finally be in this cruise. I thought working at jobs will never end. I thought working at jobs will never end. And I'm still not where I need to be. It's a continuous, lifelong process of reaching different goals and objectives. You know what I mean? But like at least taking care of the essentials, like your essential goals, like financial stuff, like getting out of jobs you don't like, maybe different positions, low positions, just good stuff, it doesn't serve you. But yeah, anyways, y'all have a good day. I'm out. From K&I, it's your boy Sky, broadcasting live.